What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode, GH. I don't blame Tracy. I was 1,000% on Tracy's side today because I wouldn't trust Sonny money. I wouldn't. It's not even just his money. I wouldn't trust him. Period. Like his involvement. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no loyalty to them. Especially to Tracy, because him and Tracy don't like each other. They tolerate each other. They have their moments where they're cool because of mutual people, but that's as far as that go. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame Tracy. Like at the end of the day, who's to say Sonny gonna want to stay a silent partner? Who's to say that if his relationship with Natalya grows a little bit, he might not get ambition of making her a co-CEO or a full CEO? Who's to say he won't try that? He'll try to leverage whatever percentage he gets in the company. And my thing is, I was kind of a little surprised that Lucy was gung-ho for it, but then again, I wasn't, because Sonny being a part of the company, she might see that as leverage for her to get back into the top spot and get Tracy out, get Tracy out of there. She might see Sonny as an ally, but little do she know, Natalya is the new flavor of the month. You know what I'm saying? So his alliance is going to really be to her and BLQ more than likely. That's as far as his allegiance go. It ain't going to nobody else. So Lucy would be back in the wrong horse per usual, like she always does. So yeah, I can't blame Tracy on this one. And my whole thing is, why does any of them get to have a vote? And why, if you're gonna have a vote on this, why couldn't they wait for Maxie to get there? Like, does this vote have to happen today? Why couldn't wait until the next day or 2 days later? Like, why y'all couldn't just think on it and wait a minute? You know what I'm saying? Till everybody is there. Till you can fill Maxie in. Because I really hate that Maxie does a lot of work for that company. Put out a lot of fires. But yet when it comes down to certain things, they leave her out in the cold when it comes down to it. To company matters. You know what I mean? I feel like she should have the biggest voice in here if they're going to do a vote. But also, why are they even voting on this? Last time I recall, Tracy was the majority stockholder. She was the 51% owner of that company. So they're bound to have an opinion. You have a right to your opinion. But yes or no should be Tracy as 51% owner. You know what I mean? I don't blame Tracy because, I wouldn't want to be led out in handcuffs neither. I just wouldn't trust Sonny doing business with them. I wouldn't. He's always in drama and that can negatively impact the company. And not only that, hiring Natalya. Natalya's sitting there talking about, oh, I'm just the CFO. I'll be more behind the scenes. Dumb. After everything that just happened with that recording, that's a bad idea. She goes against everything that company stands for. So why would you hire her? Furthermore, she talking about, oh, I'll be more behind the scenes. You're going to have to put out a press release about the new hire. She's being hired in a top position as CFO. That's huge. They're going to have to put out a press release. And it's going to name her. And even if they try to sweep past all of that, guess what you can do? Guess what anybody with a smartphone can do? Guess what you can do? Who is the CFO of Facebook? I'm just typing that in just as an example. See that? I don't know if y'all can read that name. Susan Lee. That's what that says. That's who's the current CFO. You see how quick and easy that is? You see how I could do that? You think people can't do that? You think those folk in that town can't do that? They can't just, who's the CFO of Deception? And her name ain't gonna pop up in lights. That's a bad look. It's a PR nightmare. And Lucy, oh, say hello to our new CFO. Please. That's a horrible idea. And the thing is, Lucy talking about, telling Tracy, you need to call your people, your money people, or whatever, and see if they could match Sonny's multi-million-dollar offer. The Quartermains alone could write a check to match that bullshit. How much he putting into the company? That's what I want to know. What's the number? I hate when they say multi-million-dollar. What is the number? I really wish the show would start doing that. Start telling us the breakdown of the number. I want to know the number. Don't just say it's millions. What does that mean? Is it 10 million, 20 million? How much is the millions? I really want to know. And how much percentage does he get? Because Does it dilute Tracy's stock in the company? Like, does she have to give up some of her shares, or are the other shareholders giving up theirs? That's what I want to know. Like, they really need to break that shit down. Like, break it down like a 12-gauge shotgun at this point, because I want to know who getting what, who owns what. If I was Tracy, since they so gung-ho about Sonny being a part of the company, I would step my ass down. I would kindly sell my 51%. I'd be like, you know what? Y'all want Sonny? You can have his ass and have all the problems he gonna bring with you. The feds, everything else. Because Lois wants to sit there talking about, oh, you know, Sonny's a man of his word. Then why was you just at his penthouse tripping about where the money coming from if he's such a man of his word? He kept telling Lois it's legit money, but she wasn't believing him. He had to bring Jason in just for her to buy it. So if he's a man of his word, why you didn't take him at his word the first fucking time he told you? He told you that when you were in his office and you didn't buy it. Since he's such a man of his word, Lois, why it take 5 times in Jason to tell you? I don't get it. Like, you should have bought it the first time he said it. You know, Jason talking about, yeah, you know, the IRS ordered us a bunch of times and they never found it. So that ain't the point. It's the PR that can go into this. It'd just be a media train wreck at this point. It'd be a circus. It don't matter whether they did anything wrong or not. It's just this shit hitting the media is bad for business. I wouldn't want to attach my company to that shit. I'm just saying. Like, I would nip that whole deal in the bud. And even Natalia talking about, oh, I'll go through Corinthos Coffee's investments and stuff with a fine-tooth comb, and if I see any improprieties, I'll shut the deal down. Natalia, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You need to go back to your hotel room and find some shame. Because you're okay with a man giving you a job. You were a fucking mercy hire. Okay? He hired you because he want what's between your legs. That's why he got you a job. Like, you should be ashamed. And you shouldn't even have wanted the position. Because it's not like you earned it. I would want something based off of merit, based off of my work, not because somebody trying to get with me. You know what I'm saying? And then you're at the mercy of Sonny. So now if you piss Sonny off, guess what's going to happen? He going to fire you, get you fired. But I really don't see her pissing him off because this woman done said derogatory things about her child and his child. He still want to get with her. So at this point, I guess she can't say or do anything that would shock him or piss him off at this moment. So anyway, moving on from that. Sonny, I guess him and Jason are back cool, I guess. Because, you know, Sonny done found out that, you know, the pharmacist was last seen with Kate's walking out the hospital. So now he got Britt watching Ava, Scott, and Kate's. But my whole thing is this. He talking about, oh, well, if Kate's is going to cross the line, I might have to cross the line too. Sir, you might want to think about that because he still got FBI credentials. You know what I'm saying? Like, that killing a Fed is the lowest of the lowest that you can do. That's the dumbest of the dumb that you can do. I don't give a damn what his handlers say or supervisors. It don't matter. That man's still a Fed. You might want to think on that one. But I do agree with Jason, though. I do agree with him. It's like, do Jagger's bosses really know what he's doing? Like, are they privy to what he's out here doing? Because I don't think they know. Even Carly brought that up the other day. I really don't think his superiors know a damn thing about what he out here doing. I don't think they know about this little investigation he got on Sonny. I don't even think it's an official investigation. But Jason seems to think like, oh, maybe if his bosses found out, maybe they'll rein him in. I don't know. That's 50-50. Maybe, but then again, it is Sonny. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they hear the name Sonny Corinthos, they're like, yeah, we might need to let you go after him. You know what I'm saying? So it's a toss-up. Because that's a big fish. You know what I'm saying? If they feel like Jagger might be able to get him, cool. But then again, it's a lot of, you know, it's a problem. It's a liability more than likely because it's a complete conflict of interest to have Jagger even looking into Sonny because of their personal history. Maybe the feds don't know about their personal life, you know, their personal history. And I think Diane or somebody should make that phone call and call them to let them know, like, yo, he should, if you're going to send somebody to investigate Sonny, it damn sure shouldn't be him. You know what I'm saying? Because any lawyer could get that shit thrown out. Any evidence that he find, get it thrown out. Too much of a conflict. Plus the shady way that he doing things with the whole pharmacist and all that, it might not hold up in court. Anything he find or whatever trap he trying to set for Sonny, it may not hold up. And I'm not even surprised that Jagger sitting there talking about he don't got a plan B. Of course Jagger doesn't have a plan B. Of course not. Plan A never works. So of course he don't got a plan B. He's an idiot. And if Ava's skeptical about this plan and that's her gut telling her to be skeptical, then maybe she should back the hell out of whatever they got going on, because I wouldn't want to be around it. Because I can tell you this much, it's going to blow up in his damn face. And Scott need to protect himself too as a lawyer and make sure he ain't crossing no ethical lines and stuff that could mess up his law license. You know what I'm saying? Like hiding this man in the dungeon for one might come back on your ass. And Scott sitting there talking about he gonna put the pharmacist at Windermere and stuff. I thought Ava sold that damn place, so who bought it? Because if they can still creep back in and out of Windermere even after months after she done sold the damn place, who bought it and why haven't they moved in yet? Or they ain't got nobody there yet. It's been months. You would think the new owner would be perusing around the damn island by now, so how they still got access like that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's a big place. Anybody can have access, especially with those tunnels they got, the catacombs and all that. Anybody could sneak on there. But it's just a simple fact. Like, so are we about to find out who owned the place? Because I am happy that they did mention Windermere. So hopefully we find out who actually bought the place. I would like to know. I do agree with Jagger on one thing, though. As far as those photos go with Christina, if you really look at them, they can interpret something else. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who hate Ava, of course, they're going to see it for what they want to see it as. But a judge and a jury might think otherwise if they look at it, For a hand on the shoulder could be her comforting the girl. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you got video or whatever, a photo can tell you many of things. So if I was Ava, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Anyway, moving on from that. I am so freaking happy that Felicia was getting all up in Mac's face. Like, I'm glad Felicia was giving Mac what for and letting him know, like, you might be a good man, but you wasn't always a great man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had your faults too, just like Cody did. You did some shit too that you were forgiven for over time. So how you gonna sit here and not forgive him, but you were forgiven multiple times for stuff that you did? I do agree with that, because that do make him look like a hypocrite. Like I said, he got a right to be angry, but I feel like he definitely taking it way too far. So I'm glad that he got to see Cody, rescue little James and stuff like that, because now you get to see this side to him. You know what I'm saying? You could let that little anger you got go and start to bond and get to know this boy. I don't blame Maxie for being furious. Like, I bet Maxie was angry. She was scared. I mean, any parent would be. You know what I'm saying? Any parent would be at the thought of their child just being somewhere lost. You know what I'm saying? Or out there somewhere. You don't know where the hell they are, especially at that age. But once she find that boy, I would light his shit up. I'm going to tell you right now, I'll get him home, get him dry from jumping in that water to go get some damn frisbee or ball, whatever he was getting. I would take my belt and light his ass up. You gonna learn not to run away. Didn't he go get a ride share last time to go meet Cody and stuff in the middle of the night? See, this is what I'm talking about. These kids be running wild. I would light him up. I would light him up. I'll hug him, be happy that he alive, but you getting your ass whooped. I'm just saying, you not gonna be running away and think you gonna be doing what you want to do. Like, we not doing that. So anyway, I am glad that the little boy, got to listen to some tea while he was waiting out in the boathouse. Because my whole thought process was, who he gonna tell the tea to? Like, who he gonna snitch to first? Because that little boy was just sitting here listening to Willow and Nina talk. I said, oh, who he gonna tell? I'm interested in finding out. Willow was getting on my nerves. Like, her sitting there talking about, oh, Drew, she believed Drew would never lie to her. He's fucking your mama and didn't tell you. He's banging your mama. That's a lie. He ain't never tell you nothing. And then she keep talking about, oh, he saved me. Oh my God, little girl. Stop saying he saved you. He ain't do shit. Everybody else saved your raggedy tail. He ain't do nothing. All he did was stand there and look dumb. That's all he did. Stand there. That was his face the whole time. Just look dumb. Man ain't do nothing to save you. He was just there. Like a statue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just there. That's it. And then got the nerve to try to justify why she got feelings for him. Talking about, oh, he's not Michael. I was like, what the fuck that's supposed to mean? She talking about, I don't have to remind him to do chores and remind... That's your reasoning for wanting him and kissing him, because you don't have to remind him to do some chores. You do realize your husband is a CEO of a $1 million fucking company, multi-million-dollar media company, and y'all do have staff. What chores do y'all do? Do you do chores? Y'all have a whole staff, and I'm pretty sure the people that clean up the mansion also come clean the damn gatehouse that y'all living in. Ain't like y'all gotta clean that gatehouse yourself. I know you got a housekeeper. I know you do. Ain't no way y'all got all that money and y'all clean that house yourself, especially with 2 children. Ain't no way. So you can miss me with all that chore shit. So because you got, it's plenty of women out there that been married probably for 20 years, 10 years, 30 years, 40 years, and still gotta remind their husband, oh, don't forget to take out trash. Oh, don't forget to clean the gutters. They remind that man every single time. Do you think they out fucking Jimmy Bob and Wayne Newton? They ain't out here fucking around. They just remind that man, get your ass up, take that garbage out. But they still giving him some loving. They still cooking his meals. They still being a wife. They ain't out there cheating. Like, her reasons for doing that is just so dumb. Like, just be honest. Like, you got an attraction to him and you want to get with him. That's it. Don't try to make it out to be Michael for it. Then she talking about, oh, because Michael don't open up about things. And that part I get. You know what I'm saying? When you married to somebody, they should be able to open up to you. But it's not easy, though. Because Michael went through a lot of trauma. Like, that man went through the ringer. And it's not easy for him to bring all that trauma back up. Being raped in prison. Being shot in the head. Losing a year of his life. Killing a woman. You know, for trying to protect his mother and sister. That's a lot of trauma that boy went through. Going to prison. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of trauma. And I get that she his wife and, you know, he should be confiding that stuff into her, but maybe he's not ready. That don't mean that, you know, he trying to protect her. It's just, that's his trauma. And not, you know, it took a lot for him to tell his mama and Jason and stuff about that. It took a lot. You know, that's not something easy, especially for a man to talk about, that they, you know, they got took by another man. That ain't easy to talk about. It ain't, come on now. Her reasons for cheating are just dumb. Like Michael, you know, he ain't the greatest on certain things. You know, he worked my nerve too, but damn, it's like that man still treat her like gold, though. Give her whatever the hell she want. He ain't my favorite person, but shit, at least he do that much. You know, he got his faults, but damn, he ain't out here stepping out on your ass. I'm pretty sure some stuff that she do or don't do that he probably could justify stepping out on, but he don't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said Nina might as well go ahead and tap that. She might as well let Michael hit it. I'm just saying, that'd be the ultimate payback. Just let Michael do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Let him get up in there. You know? See how Drew and Willow feel. You know, because Michael's starting to thaw. He even starting to be nice to Nina. He was like, oh, you want to come to dinner? Drew going to be there. And I already know why Nina did it. To keep tabs on their ass. That's why she want to go. That's the real reason she want to go. You want to see what they about to be talking about and look at the looks that they give each other. And that's why I said yesterday, Willow, she not getting away from Drew. Her leaving the hospital, it don't matter. Y'all still relatives by marriage. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see him. Duh. Leaving one job, going to another job, that's not going to change you seeing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just dumb. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.